What is crack-a-lackin', you dummies? At the time of this recording, we have signed on 11 new players onto the Mile High squad, and I have decided to highlight 5 of these players, basically based on, I don't know, who has the most buzz around them. And obviously besides this guy, because, well, he deserved his own episode, and yes, I am still on cloud 9,000. Super Bowl, let's go. Okay, so first up, defensive tackle, DJ Jones. Jones was selected by the 49ers in the 2017 draft, and he spent the last 5 years playing with them, in which he topped 500 snaps for the 49ers last season. The only Broncos players to do that last year were Draymond Jones and Shelby Harris. Pro Football Focus, aka the people that keep track of all these overwhelming stats, they ranked Jones as having the best run stop percentage in the entire league last season. And what is run stop percentage? It's how many times the ball is run and then how many times it's then stopped. I hope that helped. All in all, this is actually a great addition because, one, he's still in his prime, he's a great run defender, and last but not least, he has a spectacular barbecue sauce. So yes, it is my goal to get this show sponsored by Big Dave's barbecue sauce. So here, DJ Jones, here's your free advertising. Big Dave's barbecue sauce. It's my favorite, so it should be your favorite too. Next up, right tackle Billy Turner. Now, the Broncos were really in need of 4 positions going into the offseason. And this one checks off one of them, known around these parts as Bronco Billy, because lo and behold, he actually already played for us back in 2017 through 2018. So let's all give him a warm welcome back to Bronco Billy, everyone. Welcome back. He spent a short while after the Broncos with the Packers, and that is where he fell in love with Hackett, which I believe is the only reason he came to us. I could see myself following him wherever he goes. Seems like a fun guy. According to Hackett, what makes Bronco Billy a great player is that basically he can take on any position and excel at it, from left tackle to right tackle to guard. Do I know what any of this means in regards to the talent that each position requires? No, but it sounds impressive, so I'll take it at that. Even more impressive, Pro Football Focus recorded that Billy allowed just 3 sacks in 810 snaps last year. We need this guy, because one toxic trait the Broncos have is that we just let our quarterback get sacked over and over and over and over again. But not this year, because Bronco Billy is here. Next, we got quarterback Josh Johnson. Since we lost Drew Lock in the trade to the Seahawks for Wilson, that left Brett Rippon as our only backup QB. So now we have both Johnson and Rippon competing for that shot at who's gonna be the sous chef behind our head chef. Russ is gonna cook, and we gotta get a souffle master behind him. I know nothing about the kitchen or football, so hopefully this all works. But Johnson's experience in the league is landing him as an early favorite. Now, this guy has been on 14 different teams since being drafted in 2008 by the Buccaneers. In fact, he's known as a journeyman quarterback. Sounds of interest. He's played for the Bucks, the Browns, Bengals, Commanders, Jets, Ravens, and also spent some time with the Colts, Bills, Giants, 49ers, Lions, Raiders, Texans, and finally with the Broncos. And yes, it is now my life mission to make sure that Denver, Colorado is his favorite place to play, because then that proves once and for all that this is the bestest city in the world. It's as simple as that. Next, we got cornerback Quan Williams. He went undrafted, but then later signed with the Browns in 2014, and then later signed with the 49ers in 2017, and that's sort of where he's been playing for the past 5 years. According to Pro Football Focus, he was the 8th best slot cornerback in the league entering 2021, and he only gave up 1 touchdown this season through 14 games. He also leads the Broncos with the most career forced fumbles by far. So I'd be careful carrying around any balls around this guy, because you'll drop it. You'll probably drop it. football jokes. Nope. And last but not least, defensive end Randy Gregory. So here's the deal. Since losing Miller in the 2021 trade that shall not be mentioned, we have been looking for a player to fill a spot. And this is where Randy Gregory fits in. Why not Vaughn? Well, mainly because he was asking for too much, which, you know what? You do you, boo. You get that money. And Gregory came at a great price for the top pass rushers that were available in free agency. Gregory was drafted by the Cowboys and he spent the last 7 years playing for them. And last year, he had some career high stats. In 2021, he had 43 quarterback pressures, caused 5 turnovers, had 6 sacks, and totaled 19 tackles, which is just short of Bradley Chubb's record for his season last year. The only hiccup to this signing is that he has to undergo shoulder surgery, which puts him out for the majority of this offseason. Supposedly, he's been having shoulder pain for the last couple of years, so the Broncos thought, hey, let's get this out of the way so we have you nice and tight for the next 5 years. The Broncos knew about this surgery and still signed him on. So we are really betting on him just being the all-star player that we need. And what do we all say to that? Come on, say it with me. In Peyton, we trust. Woo! All right, lots of information this episode, but we got through it, barely. Out of these 5, who do you think will make the biggest splash on the Broncos? And did I not cover someone in our signings that you think will make an even bigger splash? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, go Broncos.